What's up, all you villains? Welcome back to part 35 of our Pokemon Team Rocket Edition walkthrough. In the previous video, we explored Goldenrod City. We also bought a Cyndaquil from the Game Corner, which we leveled up and evolved into Typhlosion. We also bought a Dino from the Underground Path, which we trained up and evolved into Hydreigon. We then took on the gym leader of Goldenrod, Gym Leader Valeria, who had a Deep Bond Kingdra, a Galarian Moltres, and an Urshifu, so she had an insane team. It was a really tough battle. If you missed the previous video, definitely go back and give it a watch. But in today's video, we are finally leaving Goldenrod City and making our way to the next town. We are exploring the new route on the way there. We have battled a couple trainers along the way, and we have found a little house here. I was a bit confused on how to reach it, but looks like we have made it. And there's a hiker inside that's just given us a level 25 nose pass, so that's a really nice gift. We are getting gifted a lot of Pokemon now in the game, which is really cool. We have also just picked up a Sunstone. It looks like there's a little trainer here with his Nidoran, but otherwise that's all there is to explore in that direction. We're going to head back and make our way north, and it looks like we have entered the national park. So there's a ton of really cool bug-type Pokemon that you can find here. If you do like Heracross, Butterfree, all those cool bug types, then spend some time in the grass here and you'll find some amazing bug types. I did catch a whole bunch of them off camera. We just picked up a big nugget hiding here behind the fence, so we'll definitely make use of that and sell it up. It looks like there's a few secret little areas that you can find here behind the fence. Here we've also found a Beedrillite, which is the Mega Stone for Beedrill, and I believe you can't find Beedrill in the grassy areas here too. So if you're looking to add Beedrill to your team, come and search the grass. You've got a Mega Stone for Beedrill. What's not to like? I would love to do a few playthroughs using just specific Pokemon types, like an all-bug team playthrough or an all-fire type playthrough. They'll definitely be on the cards for upcoming videos. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing that. As we are heading up north, Giovanni phones us and he thanks us for the information on the Deep Bond Kingdra that we battled against Gym Leader Valeria. Every time we find a Deep Bond evolution and battle it, Giovanni gets the information on that. So the more Deep Bond Pokemon we find, the better. And we just encountered a Hypno in the wild, which I caught. Hypno is probably one of my favorite psychic type Pokemon. If there was ever a Pokemon that deserved a third evolution, I think it is Hypno for sure. Even Golduck would be cool if it got an extra evolution. Maybe we need to try and use Hypno and get a Deep Bond evolution Hypno, because we did battle that in one of the earlier videos, so you will be able to get that in the game. And it looks like we have reached the next city, which is Ecruteak City, and this is an important one. It's famous for the Kimono Girls and also the Burnt Tower, I believe. So we're going to explore some of Ecruteak. The first thing we have entered is the little Pokemart. You can stock up on a few items, and they sell sacred ashes here. They're 14,000 Pokemoney, but they heal up all your knocked out Pokemon in your team. So I do recommend buying like 20 or 30 of those, because you're going to use them throughout the game. Whenever your team are like really in bad shape and you've got close to no Pokemon left, just use the Sacred Ash and you will be able to heal up every single knocked out Pokemon. These Sacred Ash items really help me a ton throughout the game. But now we're taking on the Kimono Girl challenge, which is really tough. You have to battle all of these Kimono Girls in a row, and you can't heal up your team in between. And each Kimono Girl has a different evolution. So this first one has Flareon in her team, but it's not too tough in the beginning. But once you get to about the third or fourth Kimono Girl, it really starts getting tricky. So you want to make sure your team is healed up before you even take on this challenge, and make sure your team is ready for a tough battle. This Kimono Girl seemed to have more fire type Pokemon, so it looks like 2 of our Pokemon are already knocked out against the first Kimono Girl. Okay, make that 3. This Ninetales is an absolute weapon. It's super strong and super fast. But finally we knock her out, and as you can see, there are 5 Kimono Girls that you have to beat. So we're just going to take them all on in a row. And I didn't realize at first that you couldn't heal up your Pokemon in between. So I thought, it's okay if some of my Pokemon get knocked out. But now I'm going to struggle. I've only got 2 or 3 Pokemon left. Luckily, our Aerodactyl is an absolute weapon. It attacks really fast and its attacks are really strong. So luckily, Aerodactyl can one-shot a lot of Pokemon. And we defeated the second Kimono Girl, which looked like she used Psychic type Pokemon. She had the Espeon in her team. And this third Kimono Girl has Dark type Pokemon, so I'm guessing she's going to have an Umbreon. We've sent Salamence out, which is our second strongest Pokemon, and it's also just one-shotting everything at the moment. So we still got a chance. We're hanging in there. If we can keep Salamence and Aerodactyl alive, we should be able to clear out these Kimono Girls. We defeat the third Kimono Girl, and now the fourth one looks to be a water type. So I'm guessing she's going to have Vaporeon. Her first Pokemon is Golduck, which we have knocked out. Our Salamence is struggling. It's just hanging in there. And Salamence has been knocked out, but we've got Aerodactyl and Typhlosion alive still. Aerodactyl finishes off Vaporeon, and her final Pokemon, Politoed, as well. And finally, we've made it to the 5th Kimono Girl. We've got 2 Pokemon left, and this is the electric type, so she's going to have Jolteon. She has sent out Electabuzz first, which is one of my favorite electric type Pokemon of all time. Aerodactyl should be able to do some serious damage, but it gets knocked out by Jolteon. Our Typhlosion is still alive, but its HP is in the red. We might have to revive Aerodactyl one more time. Typhlosion gets knocked out. We send Aerodactyl back out. Luckily, we attack first, and the final Pokemon is a Raichu, which we one-shot. So wow, we just defeated these Kimono Girls. We are down to our last Pokemon, and we did have to use a couple revives. But next thing, Alder has just popped in, and he says he's gonna head to the tower. So I'm sure we'll be bumping into him again soon. But after defeating all of the Kimono Girls, we can now leave. The first thing we need to do is heal up our team for sure. But we still got a lot to explore in Ecruteak. We enter a little house here and chat to the guy. There's a book that you can find out some of the history of Ecruteak. And there's also a gym here, but the gym leader isn't here at the moment. You can take on some of the gym trainers there. I believe the gym leader is at the top of Sprout Tower or something. We're going to continue on exploring. It looks like there's an abandoned building there. The door is all ruined. And here it looks like there's a tower, but we're not going to enter there yet. We're going to go into the abandoned building. And as you enter, you take on one of these trainers. And there's also a scientist in here that we have to battle. And he's actually super tough. I didn't show the battle in this video because we don't want it to be too long. But we have defeated the scientist, and after defeating him, you can explore his little lab, and you can actually find a Sharpedo Knight in here, which is the Mega Stone for Sharpedo. You can make your way around and come and chat to the other scientist. It seems these scientists have been working on fossil Pokemon. And you can actually pick up a level 30 Turtorga here, which I'm definitely going to add to my team. It's such an underrated Pokemon. But here we enter the Sprout Tower, and we find Alder in here. And he's actually going to try and make his way to the top. It looks like he wants the legendary Pokemon Ho-Oh. But we aren't allowed up yet, surprisingly. There's some elder there that's blocking the way. And now Agatha enters, and I'm surprised to see her. Maybe she is one of the gym leaders we have to take on. So Elder is allowed through, and Agatha as well. But it seems we are not allowed to enter yet. So you've obviously got to complete something else. There must be a little side quest for us to do. I am guessing we have to explore the burnt tower first, but there also was a little patch of water here. I wanted to see if there's any items or anything that we have missed. And we encountered the little Poliwag, which we might as well catch. I thought we would have had that by now, but obviously not. And I wanted to add Turtolga to our team. That's the Pokemon we just picked up from the lab. And we're going to bench Rhydon for now and try train and level up Turtolga and try and evolve it to its final evolution. It's a really cool water type Pokemon, and its defense is crazy high. It's also got a crazy good ability. If it's at full health and gets one-shotted, it will remain alive with 1 HP. I think the ability is called Sturdy or something. And that's super useful in game because it gives you an extra turn just to heal up another Pokemon if you need to. We make our way through the burnt tower and we encounter a wild coughing which we catch, adding Pokemon to our collection as we go. All of a sudden we feel a tremble and it looks like Zeus is here, and it's just caught the legendary Pokemon Groudon. So Zeus is just catching all these legendary Pokemon. I don't know how he does it. He's always there before us, and he just catches all of them. And we're actually going to battle him again, and he's one of the toughest trainers we have ever battled. His first Pokemon was Silverly, and we knocked that out luckily with our Aerodactyl. But the next Pokemon he sends out is the legendary Pokemon Kyogre. Zeus's whole team is made up of legendary and pseudo-legendary Pokemon, and the first time we ever battled him, he battled us at 60% strength. This time he said he's going to battle us at 65% strength, so it's a little bit stronger, but we'll see. He was the toughest battle we've encountered in the game. As you guys can see, we have trained up our Torterra and it's evolved into a Caracosta now, which is level 75. We've used all those little rocket candy items to level him up super fast. Caracosta did survive with its ability and allow us to revive Aerodactyl. Hopefully Aerodactyl can finish off Kyogre now. This Kyogre has been a menace to our team. We finally knock it out, but now he's going to send out Groudon, which he has just caught. And Groudon is at level 85, so his team is high leveled as well. Not only does he have legendary Pokemon, they're all super strong. You want to make sure most of your team is around level 80 at least. Some of my Pokemon are definitely under-leveled. But we send out Hydreigon to hopefully knock it out. We're trying to hit it with some earthquake attacks because it should be weak to ground attacks. We're going to revive Aerodactyl again. Aerodactyl is just so important in our team. I can't emphasize enough how strong this Aerodactyl is because its attack is really strong, but more importantly, its speed is crazy. It attacks first like 95% of the time. We've knocked out Floetta, we've knocked out Groudon, and now Zeus has sent out Rayquaza, which is just mega evolved. Our Aerodactyl did attack first, 2 flies, and we've knocked it out. And the final Pokemon Zeus has in his team is Aegislash, level 83. So it looks like the worst is over. We're going to send out Typhlosion to hopefully knock out Aegislash. It is a steel type, so our fire type attacks are super effective. We hit it with a second flamethrower, and that does it. We've defeated Traveler Zeus. It was a super tough battle, but we did pull it off with the help of Aerodactyl and its super speed. But I think that's what was needed in order for us to enter Sprout Tower. The Elder has now granted us permission to go up there, so we'll try find the gym leader in the next video. We're going to end this one off here. Thanks for watching.